In the heavyweight division, Leonardo Perdomo versus Arnold A.J. Adams.
And you can see 4-inch height advantage as well as a 5-inch reach advantage for Adams, and he has to utilize every inch of that reach. He cannot let Perdomo get inside and land those power shots.
Arnold Adams enters 7-3 in BKFC. He's also had 17 pro MMA bouts. Adams won the inaugural BKFC Heavyweight World Championship October 2018. He defeated Sam Shoemaker by split decision. November of 2021, Adams defeated then champion Joey Beltran by unanimous decision to regain the title. In our fighter meeting, Adams told us, "I'm going to be very active with my lead hand and do so from the outside."
Well, he has to stay slick and elusive, especially early in this fight, but he wants to make sure he doesn't get close at all. It doesn't matter, doesn't want to clinch. If he's inside, he's not where he wants to be. Move out the entire time in circles.
Adams said, "I'm not going to stand and trade with Leonardo Perdomo. I'm going to use my jab, constant in and out movement. I have to control the tempo. I will do so with my footwork."
Circling constantly is a key for him, and he has to make sure if he does end up anywhere near inside, he's totally alert, he's ready. He cannot relax if he's inside. He's got to do what he can to get back out.
Of Leonardo Perdomo, his opponent in this heavyweight main event, Adams said, "I definitely respect his power. He controls range exceedingly well, but he gets wild. He has never been tested. I will test him, and he will fade as I test him."
I like what he said. One thing he has to do to win this fight, he has to have fun out there. Get back to making this enjoyable. That was when he was at his best. That's what he wants to do tonight.
The Cuban, now based here in Florida, Leonardo Perdomo, enters 7-0 in BKFC. All 7 of those victories coming by way of first-round finish. And there is the flag of his native Cuba, for whom he was a member of their famed national boxing team. Perdomo, 189 total amateur boxing bouts. In our fighter meeting, Leonardo Perdomo said, "I will be extremely fast. I will be continually explosive. I feel that my cardio is on point. It will allow me to push the pace and continually move forward."
It's always interesting when we do an interview with him. He says he never even looks at his opponent. It's hard to get a good interview when he doesn't even care. He focuses totally on himself. He feels like all he wants to do is go out there and get a quick finish, because he said he has a young child. He wants to get back home and spend time with him.
Perdomo did say of his opponent, Arnold A.J. Adams, the former 2-time BKFC World Heavyweight Champion, "I believe Adams will try to stay long." Perdomo also said he definitely has good head movement, but Perdomo said, "I don't think that Adams properly moves his feet. That's where I will seize the opportunity to land my power punches."
He feels like all he has to do, get in and touch his opponent. If he lands any clean shot on him, he's going down and he's not getting up.
When we asked Leonardo Perdomo, "What is your key to victory?" he said, "Power punches. That is my key to victory." To get our main event started, BKFC 78, we go to Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now set for the scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the heavyweight division. Presented to you by Bucked Up Energy Drink. Get bucked up. Sanctioned by the Florida State Athletic Commission. Chairwoman Tina Pike. Executive Director Timothy Shipman. The 3 judges scoring our main event: Eliseo Rodriguez, Mark Streisand, Michael Tate. And the 3rd man inside the squared circle, our referee in charge of the action at the bell, Sam Burgos. And now, with our BKFC fans watching live and worldwide on the BKFC app and Fubo TV. From the jam-packed, record-breaking, sold-out Hard Rock Live! Fight fans of Hollywood, let's knuckle up! Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, tonight he wears black trimmed in purple and gold. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall. His official weight, 261.2 pounds. His impressive BKFC record stands at 7 victories opposite 3 defeats. He is a former 2-time BKFC World Heavyweight Champion, fighting out of Chicago, Illinois. Here is AJ Bullmaye Boogeyman Adams.
Let's go!
And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears black. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. His official weight, 259.4 pounds. He has been uncontested, unchallenged, and undefeated at 7-0 with 7 fights, never leaving round number 1. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, by way of Cienfuegos, Cuba. Here is the undefeated Leonardo El Zombo Perdomo.
AJ Adams told us, I have to use my jab, I have to use my movement, I have to be slick throughout. Round number 1, black and white trunks for the Cuban Leonardo Perdomo. Black and purple trunks for the former 2-time BKFC heavyweight world champion Arnold AJ Adams. To the surprise of no one, including Adams, fast start for Perdomo.
And there is exactly what Adams needs to do. Duck the head, move out of the way. You can't take shots.
Overhand left, there's the uppercut from the half-time punch. Oh, punch to the ground at Arnold AJ Adams.
Huge mistake. I don't know if Adams is getting up. Hit him hard on the ground.
What we don't know is if Sam Burgos was going to rule that as a knockdown or a slip. Right now, that does not matter because it was clear that Perdomo punched the ground at Adams.
Listen up. Up to 5 minutes.
Let's see what he does here.
Just telling Adams you have up to 5 minutes to recover.
1 point. Hit him on the
The immediate
ground.
1-point deduction issued to Perdomo by Sam
1
Burgos.
point.
And to
Hit
be
him on
honest
the
with you, I
ground.
think he's lucky. That's a 1 point. It could be 2
1
points because he did
point. Hit him on
damage.
the ground.
From the guillotine,
No, papi, lo tiene, no puede dar en el
Punch
piso,
to
¿ok?
the ground
Uno
at
pluma, no lo puede dar en el piso. ¿Estamos claros?
Adams
Esa es la
has
regla.
5 minutes, I believe, to recover
1
from that.
point. He hit him in the ground. There's no knockdown. No.
I mean, that was
He
a
put him down.
ferocious
1
pace
point.
they were going at too, Sean.
Sam Burgos just informing Tim Shipman, the head of the Florida Commission, at the Florida Commission table, it was not a knockdown.
Well, it looked like he hit him, but he kind of forced him to the ground. That's why it wasn't called a knockdown, I believe.
If it was ruled a knockdown, the knockdown would stand, and then the point deduction would happen, but it is not a knockdown.
You see Perdomo just came over and tapped Boomerang and said, get up, come on, let's fight. Adams does have, he definitely wants to utilize his full time. You cannot come out and fight Perdomo if you're not 100%.
Fair play to Adams. He had up to 5 minutes to recover. He took less than 2 minutes. Right back to it. Unofficial is our clock. Florida keeps the official time. Big swings right back. Looking to counter. Down goes Arnold Adams. That is a clean knockdown.
Didn't even see that punch. How hurt is he? Oh, jeez. He's done. What?
Count of 10. Adams thought that he was short counting.
was strange. You just see Adams continue to sit there and wait. He didn't know that they weren't counting. You know, the referee's job is to pick up the count. By the time he picked up the count, he got in his face, but it was too late.
Absolutely correct, Chris. So Perdomo knocks down Adams. Perdomo does not go to a neutral part of the ring. You see that he is circling around the ring. Sam Burgos does not delay the count. He simply does not yet pick up the count. But the count goes from the timekeeper here in Florida. Burgos then picks up the count. Adams does not realize how deep the count is. It hits 10. Adams then immediately starts to complain that he was short counted.
Well, I think the reason that would be, I remember one time when Adams knocked his opponent down and he stayed right in his face. The opponent, the referee pushed him back and then he picked up the count. He did give him more time to recover. That was not what happened in this case.
Not without controversy, but Leonardo Perdomo keeps on rolling.
Throwing just power shots. There was that right hand to the jaw. And look, counting the knockdown, Perdomo continued to run, not going to the corner. Like I said, that happened to Adams, and I think he lost the fight because he stayed too close. The referee stopped the count and pushed him into the corner. That didn't happen in this fight.
Again, it goes to procedure, and the procedure was excellent. Burgos is not going to start his count at 1. First, he has to assess Adams. Then he has to put Perdomo in a neutral part of the ring, and then he picks up the count. So there is Burgos ruling the knockdown.
So that's him trying to get him, that's him trying to get Perdomo away. But what does he do? He picks up the count. And Adams,
the count, and that is 10.
Adams didn't think he heard anything. What is, oh.
Now a brawl starting in the ring. Adams definitely felt that he was short counted, but that is correct procedure from referee Sam Burgos. It is the timekeeper here in Florida. Every commission is different, but that's standard operating procedure for most commissions. Sam Burgos picks up the count. He's verbally saying the numbers, so Adams is hearing those numbers. He's hearing 8, he's hearing 9, and he's hearing 10.
Yes, but that's the thing. I think the time before when Adams lost the title, he got the knockdown and they stopped it. They didn't let him, as he was standing too close, they stopped the count and let his opponent get a longer count. That's what I think he got. All of a sudden he thinks he's going to get a 1 count, and he was at 6. He didn't expect it.
So procedurally with the referee, if you have now picked up the count from the timekeeper and you still cannot get the fighter to a neutral part of the ring, or if they come out of that neutral part, then you stop your count. But key here is that Sam Burgos did not pick up the count with the histrionics and the circling of Perdomo. So all of that was occurring while the timekeeper is counting. Burgos then gets Perdomo to where he wants him, a neutral part of the BKFC ring, picks up the count. Adams did not realize that the count was that deep. That's the controversy. But Leonardo Perdomo is now 8-0 with 8 first-round finishes in bare-knuckle fighting championship.
Relax, relax.
Here is Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Sam Burgos, steps in calling a stop to this fight at 1 minute 26 seconds, round number 1. For your winner by KO and still undefeated, Leonardo El Zombo Perdomo.
All right, I'm standing by El Zombo. That is 8 in a row, 8 first-round knockouts. There's a little bit of controversy, but you got the win, my friend. Please talk about this finish.
Esta es 8-0 y todas son un knockout. Hubo un poquitico ahí de cosas sucias y estupideces, pero ¿cómo tú te sientes acerca de la victoria de hoy?
Primeramente, ¡Hola Miami! Estamos en la casa, ¿verdad? Y ahora mismo quiero pedirle disculpas a mi público por estas cosas que no están debidas, por el tema que me siento muy excited. Ahora mismo estoy sintiendo la pila de aire. Hoy es 12 de julio y esta candela es la libertad de Cuba. Hay que luchar por ella, ¿ok?
Hey, first of all, I want to apologize to all my fans. I know I was a little excited, but I gave you my all and I worked so hard because all I want is freedom from Cuba.
And now, Mr. President, I need my bill. I want my bill. No more. Ben Lower, hey, big boy, what are you doing?
Where you at?
Big Ben, where you at?
Where you at?
Where you at, big boy? Don't be scared, don't be scared. Don't be scared, big boy. Don't be scared, little boy. Nah, nah, nah. You all respect me. Hey, I coming for kill you, man. Tú no entiendes nada de eso, bebé. Tú eres un niño grande. Te voy a explotar la cabeza, ¿ok?
Hey, I know you're a big ass kid, but I'm gonna break your head. Just come here and face me off real quick and don't be scared.
Don't be scared. Sign the contract. Sign the contract, big boy.
Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for undefeated El Zombo, Leonardo Perdomo.
You don't know how to box. You don't know how to box.
I'm going to bring you to reality.
Great performance from Perdomo. Just shows if he touches you, he hurts you. 8 in a row, first round knockouts. This guy is on a different level.
Leonardo Perdomo entered 7-0 against the former two-time BKFC heavyweight world champion. A punch to the ground at Adams. Controversy at the end, but the power of Leonardo Perdomo shone through brilliantly. In our main event of the evening, the winner by way of first round knockout, Leonardo Perdomo defeats Arnold A.J. Adams.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
This is the best show in combat sports.
Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month. Friday, September 12th, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship returns with Leonardo Perdomo versus Arnold Adams. After their controversial fight this summer, they're back to settle the score. In the co-main event, Edgar the Dream Killer PLAZAOLA, undefeated, unrelenting, takes on UK featherweight champ Gary Fox in a BKFC title eliminator. Plus, Yoel Romero makes his BKFC debut, also featuring Bobby Henry, Chris Garcia, and many more BKFC stars. Watch it live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com.
Jono Chip Chase versus Gary Fox. Presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink.
You can see Chip Chase with a 2-inch height advantage, also a 3-inch reach advantage. He's going to want to utilize that. He knows Gary Fox wants to get inside and unload combinations. You cannot let him do that.
Since 1992, there's a club which is making history. 7 years
The fighter from Billingham, England, Gary Fox, now set for fight number 6 in BKFC. Fox 13-4 in his pro boxing career. Of Fox's 3 wins in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, his most recent victory occurring November of last year. Fox defeated John Spencer by second round TKO. Chris, your keys to victory in our main event of the evening for Gary Fox are presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink.
Okay, Gary Fox, he needs to make this a boxing match. Very good boxer. He has to utilize feints and level change to get into the place where he can land in that pocket, and when he gets into the pocket, throw combinations. He does a great job when he lands to the body and the head. He has to make sure he's throwing more than one punch at a time.
These are two very powerful strikers, two very explosive strikers, and two very technical strikers. From here in Manchester, England, Jono Chip Chase enters 3-0 in BKFC. His most recent victory occurred August of last year when Chip Chase defeated Toby Bindon by first-round technical knockout. Crucial keys to victory for Jono Chip Chase are presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink.
Chip just wants to apply forward pressure, Sean, during this fight. Has to utilize head movement. He can't stand outside and get hit with these sharpshooting shots from Fox. He wants to utilize straight punches. You know, Fox likes to throw hooks, straight punches right down the pipe, push the pace, push your opponent backward.
To the winner goes the currently vacant BKFC United Kingdom Featherweight Championship. Jono Chip Chase versus Gary Fox. To get our main event of the evening started, we sit
Ladies
to Andy
and
Shepard.
gentlemen, this is our featured bout of the evening, and it's presented to you by Bucked Up Energy Drink. It's sanctioned by ISKA. Our judges at ringside tonight, Nick Christie, Anthony Crooks, and Matt Griffin. At the bell, our timekeeper is Arlo Nichols, and our supervising official tonight is Paul Nichols. This fight is scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds. It's our main event of the evening, and it's for the BKFC UK Featherweight Championship! Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He wears the yellow and blue and stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 143.6 pounds, and his BKFC record stands at 3 wins and 2 losses. He fights out of Billingham, England, presenting Gary Fox! And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He wears the black shorts and stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 144.8 pounds and holds a perfect, undefeated BKFC record of 3 victories and no defeats. This man fights out of Manchester, England. This is Jono JCB Chip Chase. The referee in charge, Alan Jackson.
Final words from referee Alan Jackson. Both fighters now set to toe the line, come up to scratch. Sporting touch of hands, round number 1. Black trunks for Jono Chip Chase, yellow trunks for Gary Fox. Chip Chase feigning with the right hand.
Fox already throwing lots of feints, trying to turn this into a boxing match. Definitely his best chance to win.
Fox, you see the head movement. Forward is Chip Chase, there's the left hand. Fox resetting on the back pedal. Big left hand, right hand. Strong sequence on the combination to the head by Gary Fox. Chip Chase resetting in the center circle. Slow, methodical walk forward pressure from Jono Chip Chase. Flurry again to the head from Gary Fox. 1:15 remaining, round number 1 of our main event.
Chip Chase kind of comes straight in. He's getting hit with combinations.
Fox on the counter right hand. Fox on the left hand. To the inside, half-tie plunge snatched by Jono Chip Chase. Big uppercuts from the half-tie plunge with the rear right hand. Chip Chase cut over his left eye. Fox cut, corner of his right brow. 50 seconds remaining, round number 1.
I don't know if that's his blood or that might be from tying up with his opponent.
And the entry left hand, counter left hand from Fox.
Just Fox with a little bit more accuracy with his punches at this point.
Fox on the feint, feinting again is Gary Fox. Chip Chase stepping in with the jab. Chip Chase has been largely stationary, not reacting fully to the feints of Gary Fox. There's the right hand from Chip Chase. Fox continuing to move well laterally. Chip Chase coming forward effectively to the half-tie plunge. Strong sequence just before the bell from Jono Chip Chase. That ends round number 1. Fox felt that the last punch was late and told Chip Chase as much.
I liked it after the round. Both guys neither backing up, still talking that trash, trying to get each other's head. Felt like it was just the quick combinations by Fox that was doing the damage in that round. Every time Chip Chase would try and get close, try and get in position where he could land his shots, he was getting countered, he was getting hit. Fox was throwing the combinations we talked about, the keys to victory, and I think that's exactly why he was winning that round. Here's the best part that Chip Chase was able to land some uppercuts in the clinch. Definitely an area Fox does not want to be in. We talked about him wanting to make this a boxing match.
Medical timeout. We will have a medical assessment of Jono Chip Chase before the start of round number 2. That is a deep slice. I believe this fight is going to be stopped. It is Chip Chase appealing for one more round. Appeal denied. Victory for Gary Fox. He is the new BKFC United Kingdom featherweight champion.
It was just those powerful combinations on the inside. Every time Chip Chase got close, he was getting met with 3-4 punches at a time, and they were all landing very clean. Great job landing, getting the damage done. And you can just see that's not the way Fox wanted to win, but hey, he'll take it.
This will go down officially as victory for Gary Fox. 2 minutes of round number 1. Physician stoppage TKO. Jono Chip Chase, extremely disappointed. You could see him appealing and hear him appealing to our ISKA assigned ringside physician here in Manchester, saying one more round. He did not get the additional round. When a cut is that severe, a physician is either going to stop it or not. They're not going to give extra time. Disappointment for Chip Chase, elation for the new champion, Gary Fox. You are with us live worldwide on the BKFC app for bare-knuckle fighting championship Fight Night Manchester, presented commercial-free all evening long by Doukas Energy Drink.
And you have to be happy for Fox. This guy comes in every fight, puts it on the line, trains hard, puts on entertaining fights, win, lose, or draw. He's always going to be in there, giving you everything he has. That was going to be a tough fight. I mean, Chip Chase does a great job of adjusting during the fight, understanding what he needs to do. You know, Fox has to be happy that the referee didn't let that go on any longer.
Andrew Bakewell from BKFC United Kingdom holding the title. Bakewell, along with Mark Ramsden, heading our outstanding bare-knuckle fighting championship shows in UK. We send it to Andy Shepard.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, referee Alan Jackson calls a halt to this bout at the commencement of round number 2 due to doctor's stoppage. declaring your winner via TKO and new BKFC UK Featherweight Champion, Gary Fox. Well, ladies and gentlemen, standing here with the new BKFC UK Featherweight Champion. Gary, just take us through the early moments of that fight. You caused damage from the offset. Was that the game plan, to engage early and try and get this one finished?
The game plan was to not get knocked out.
I mean, that's a stoppage in the corner. The doctor came in, checked the damage and called a halt. I'm sure you would have wanted a different kind of finish.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I've got the skills I haven't shown on none of my previous fights. I've come in with the attitude like I'm fighting in a car park, and I've had a lot of boxing fights, I've got a lot of experience. You know, and the boxing background for this BKFC, you know, like this fight here, I'm 39 years of age, ex-professional boxer, you know, all ex-pros, you know, can go and dust their boots off, get the cell out and go and win things, you know what I mean? 39 I am, 40 this year.
Well, you got some silverware around your waist. What does this title, Gary, mean to you?
I knew I was winning this belt. You know, I've got myself now. I've found myself now as a person outside the boxing, and I think I'm a machine. And I think I take them all apart. You know, you know. So I don't feel like there's anyone to trouble me in this way. I think I destroy them all.
You are now going to be the defending champion. All eyes are on you. You're going to be the hunted. What do you want next? Is there anyone you want to have your first defense against?
Well, it'll be Kai Stewart. Anything but Kai Stewart. And I would probably think about calling it a day, because, you know, there's nothing in England, there's nothing in the UK. Jono was, I think he was number 3 in the world, ranked number 3 in the world. I've just knocked him out. I've stopped him in a round. And he's been having a lot of arguments with Kai Stewart. So I think Kai Stewart, I would do just the same to him. So Kai Stewart, you faggot. I'll come there, you come here, and let's get it on.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that will be a scintillating first defense. But Manchester, please give it up for your new BKFC UK Featherweight Champion. It's Gary Fox.
One more thing, can I just say, this Bella. I'm giving this belt to my best pal in the world. Because without him, I wouldn't be here. I'd be on the bottom, I'd be in the ground. I love you, pal.
One more time, ladies and gentlemen, your new champion, Gary Fox!
Great fight for Fox. He did a fantastic job of making this a boxing match, getting inside, landing hard combinations, getting the victory.
Jono Chip Chase, ultra-talented, entered 3-0 in BKFC. He had his moments, but truly, the moment belongs to Gary Fox. He wins our main event. He wins the currently vacant, no longer vacant, BKFC UK featherweight strap. In our main event of the evening, the winner by way of first-round TKO due to physician stoppage, Gary Fox defeats Jono Chip Chase.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
This is the best show in combat sports.
Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month. Friday, September 12th, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship returns with Leonardo Perdomo versus Arnold Adams. After their controversial fight this summer, they're back to settle the score. In the co-main event, Edgar the Dream Killer PLAZAOLA, undefeated, unrelenting, takes on UK featherweight champ Gary Fox in a BKFC title eliminator. Plus, Yoel Romero makes his BKFC debut, also featuring Bobby Henry, Chris Garcia, and many more BKFC stars. Watch it live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com.
In the featherweight division, Edgar PLAZAOLA versus Luis Lopez. Our tale of the tape is presented by Blackout Coffee.
Only real difference is Lopez is 3 inches taller. Sean, I almost feel like that's an advantage for PLAZAOLA. He can land those hard overhands.
8 fights in BKFC for Luis Lopez. His most recent bout occurred November of last year when he defeated Roberto Armas by unanimous decision.
And this was the best Luis Lopez we've seen. He was disciplined, stayed long, has a great jab and follows it with that too. When he lands those punches, he does a lot of damage. So that was a good job. See if he can continue to control the range, and he's able to control that. He does a great job. You can see the look in Luis' face. So he wanted the knockout. He didn't want to stay in control the whole time. He was disciplined, did a great job.
This is fight number 9 promotionally in BKFC for Luis Lopez, his 10th bout overall in the sport of bare-knuckle. Lopez has also had 5 pro mixed martial arts bouts, 1 in professional boxing. Lopez told us in our fighter meeting, I want a very smart and methodical start. I want to establish my jab. I'm going to range find. I'm going to post with my jab. I will utilize an extended guard, and from range, constant 3-2s and lead hooks.
Like you said, he has to set the tone, set the pace, but he wants to push his opponent backwards. He wants him on his back heels. Doesn't feel like he can do any damage if he's going backwards.
Lopez said, I will keep deflecting punches, uppercuts from distance.
Feels like he has the advantage in the clinch, throwing lots of little shots. He feels like he has the experience advantage here, and he has a better fight IQ.
Edgar PLAZAOLA, 4-0 in BKFC. His most recent victory occurred this past December when he defeated Alex Castro by 4th round knockout.
Castro extremely tough, and PLAZAOLA looked extremely good in this fight. So powerful, so strong. This was a next level fight in my opinion. He really showed he's very good inside, outside. He can tie you up. He can pretty much do it all. He can be tough to deal with because his power, his explosiveness. I mean, he's just seeming like an all-around complete fighter. This is a great test for him though with Luis Lopez.
Edgar PLAZAOLA from Nicaragua, now based here in South Florida, set for fight number 5 in BKFC. PLAZAOLA 4-0 in bare-knuckle fighting championship, 4-0 in pro MMA. In our fighter meeting, PLAZAOLA told us, I ideally want to stay on the inside. I will keep flowing from the pocket to the clinch. I will come forward with head movement, constant level changes as well.
He has to control the range. Like you talk about, he wants to get inside, be unpredictable. He wants to make sure he's mixing it up the entire time. Punching outside, getting inside, making it where his opponent has no idea where the punches are coming from.
Of his opponent in this featherweight bout, Luis Lopez, Edgar PLAZAOLA said, I expect him to throw overhands and hooks from range. I have to get inside of his reach. I have to take away his reach advantage.
Feels like he's much faster. Utilize those straight shots. He can push his opponent backwards, get him against the ropes. He can do a lot of damage from that spot.
PLAZAOLA also told us, I will throw straight as Lopez throws wide. And there is the entrance of Conor McGregor. Of course, part of the ownership team of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Good time for McGregor to arrive, as this is a really intriguing fight in the featherweight division. We send it to Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for the next fight of the night. Scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Presented to you by Blackout Coffee Company. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears black and gold. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. His official weight, an even 146 pounds. His overall bare-knuckle fighting record stands at 5 victories opposite 4 defeats. Fighting out of Missoula, Montana, here is Luis El Loco Lopez. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears blue and red with silver trim. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. His official weight, 145.8 pounds. He is undefeated in the squared circle at 4-0. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, by way of Chinandega, Nicaragua. Here is the undefeated Edgar, the Dream Killer, PLAZAOLA. And our referee in charge of the action, Chris Young.
Louis Lopez said Edgar PLAZAOLA is a very good technical striker. He has very strong overhands coming forward. I have to negate that pressure by moving him backwards. Round number 1. Black and yellow trunks for Louis Lopez. Blue trunks for Edgar PLAZAOLA. PLAZAOLA 5'8" to Lopez's 5'11". PLAZAOLA immediately seeking the inside. He told us as such in our fighter meeting.
Well, Lopez wanted to push his opponent back. He's not having any luck thus far. He's really got to get off first if he wants to push PLAZAOLA back.
There's a big right hand from PLAZAOLA. Lopez resetting. Lopez staying very calm on the outside. We talked about measuring and posting. The long left hand from Orthodox. Big pressure on the inside. PLAZAOLA in, back out. Left hand from Louis Lopez. 70 seconds remaining, round number 1. Bend down from Edgar PLAZAOLA. Stiff jab from Lopez, didn't fully land. Right hand, hard on the entry, another right hand from PLAZAOLA.
And Lopez continues to back straight up. He's got to continue to start using angles, using lateral movement. If he backs straight up, he's going to hit those ropes.
Jab from Lopez after the double jab in the previous sequence from the Nicaraguan Edgar PLAZAOLA. Montanan, Louis Lopez staying calm on the outside with 30 seconds remaining, round number 1. Big entry punches again, the left hand nearly getting through from PLAZAOLA. Jab from Lopez. Long jab again from Lopez.
That almost did some damage. You can tell when Louis throws that too, it does hurt people. So PLAZAOLA has to be on high alert.
Lopez staying long, switch stance from PLAZAOLA to Orthodox. Left hook just off the mark. We are through the opening round.
And I'm standing by here with former 2-division UFC champion Amanda Nunes in the house. Great to have you here, Amanda. All I can think about is I would love to see you in that squared circle one day. Can we get you in that squared circle one day? What would you think about fighting in the BKFC?
Oh man, I'm so happy to be here. You know, I always needed those kind of environment to be able to bring that fire back. So I'm very happy to be here. I'm cheering for my friend Babu, my old teammate. I'm very happy. And so, you know, like I'm a fighter, you know, anything can happen. So,
I love that.
But I'm here tonight just to see my friend and cheer on for him.
You have a good time, enjoy it. We'll talk about that other stuff later. Amanda Nunes in the house.
Round number 2. Big left hand and a clean knockdown on the left hand from PLAZAOLA.
And Lopez took his mouthpiece out. Might want to put that back in.
Mouthpiece back in. We'll see how hard now. PLAZAOLA turns it up to go for the finish. He is always a very methodical fighter.
I felt like at the end of that first round, Lopez landed a good right hand. It might give him a little bit of confidence.
No rush from PLAZAOLA. Staying methodical. He has full belief in his power. See the upper body movement of PLAZAOLA. Lopez off the canvas. Trying to reset, throwing the long jab. This is exactly the range that Lopez wants. To this point, Chris, this fight has really been about PLAZAOLA's patience and then his explosion in.
Well, as he explodes in, Lopez, he has to push his opponent back, like you said.
There's the explosion in from PLAZAOLA. Heavy to the inside, knockdown number 2.
PLAZAOLA is just such a strong, powerful fighter. like I said at the beginning, he can hit you inside, he can hit you outside, he can manhandle, he can push you around, he can utilize the clinch. Difficult to figure out how to fight this guy.
Again, no rush as expected from Edgar PLAZAOLA.
And Lopez has got to push his opponent backwards. Every time he backs up, he's in trouble.
Long jab from Lopez.
And that's when he's at his best, when he's attacking, I believe.
There's a big left hand from Lopez, then the right hand. 30 seconds remaining, round 2.
See, as he's coming forward, all he has to do is worry about these wild shots. Easier to deal with that than his opponent coming right at him.
Jab to the body from PLAZAOLA. Mouthpiece out, right back in. Sporting from PLAZAOLA. He allowed Lopez to pick up his mouthpiece. Those are two very intelligent, very nice fighters. You see the respect, and we are through 2 rounds.
Beautiful round, Edgar. Beautiful. No te tires, coño, a los pasos.
Y mira, cada vez que entraste adentro, lo tumbes, you knock him down. You knocked him down each time. Take the initiative. Close the gap and hit him. He's getting more tired, and he's letting you get inside. His hands are coming down. You keep your hands up, head movement. When his hands come down, you hit him.
And that jab. I need you to stop rushing in. When he's coming into you, you're leaning. I need you to move these feet, okay? Take your angles, babe.
Here, just a left jab is what did the damage. We've seen it many times in BKFC. A jab can do so much. Powerful shots, especially if you throw with bad intent. There's a filler jab, there's a range jab, and there's a power jab. That was a power jab.
Round number 3. Extended guard for Louis Lopez to start the 3rd round. We're going to miss on the right hand from PLAZAOLA. Lopez again trying to take advantage of this long range. More big strike right on the inside. That is the 3rd knockdown of this fight recorded by Edgar PLAZAOLA.
And it didn't even look like it was that clean of a shot. Hey, that's just the power that PLAZAOLA has.
Ready to go? All right.
And let's see if PLAZAOLA decides, I want to end this fight at some point and really try and put it on his opponent.
Jab from Lopez again. The jab to the body from PLAZAOLA. Did not land, but it moved Lopez backwards. There's a stiff jab from Louis Lopez. Chris, we're seeing the Lopez jab get through. What we're not seeing are big punches behind that jab.
And you can tell he's a little worried about what's going to come from his opponent's hand.
Right hand! That is ruled a slip by Chris Young, saying it was a trip inadvertent. So we're 3-0 on the knockdown count in favor of Edgar PLAZAOLA.
But once again, to your point, I mean, Lopez has got to come forward. He's got to push his opponent back. He knew it at the beginning. It's more difficult than he thought.
Body.
But he has to start taking a risk. He's been knocked down 3 times. Not going to win decision at this point.
Big shot to the body, and that is knockdown number 4 on the right hook.
That was a body shot. That could take a lot of energy out of Lopez. No, that's it.
This fight is over. Edgar PLAZAOLA just keeps on rolling.
Sean, I mean, how do you fight this guy? He's good inside, he's good outside, he's explosive. So strong for this weight class. I don't think people give him enough credit for that.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Chris Young, steps in calling a stop to this fight at 1 minute 43 seconds into round number 3. For your winner by TKO and still undefeated, Edgar, the Dream Killer, PLAZAOLA.
Really proven he is a force in this weight class. They're going to have to get him somebody in the top 5 in his next fight. He's just walking through everybody at this point.
First class performance for the Nicaraguan, now based here in South Florida, Edgar PLAZAOLA. Louis Lopez showed his heart, his toughness. Edgar PLAZAOLA was on point. 2 knockdowns of Lopez in round number 2, and then 3 knockdowns to the finish in round number 3. The winner by way of round 3 technical knockout, Edgar PLAZAOLA defeats Louis Lopez.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
This is the best show in combat sports.
It's always crazy. Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month. Friday, September 12th, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship returns with Leonardo Perdomo versus Arnold Adams. After their controversial fight this summer, they're back to settle the score. In the co-main event, Edgar the Dream Killer PLAZAOLA, undefeated, unrelenting, takes on UK featherweight champ Gary Fox in a BKFC title eliminator. Plus, Yoel Romero makes his BKFC debut, also featuring Bobby Henry, Chris Garcia, and many more BKFC stars. Watch it live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com.
AJ Adams told us, I have to use my jab, I have to use my movement, I have to be slick throughout. Round number 1, black and white trunks for the Cuban Leonardo Perdomo. Black and purple trunks for the former 2-time BKFC heavyweight world champion Arnold AJ Adams. To the surprise of no one, including Adams, fast start for Perdomo.
And there, it's exactly what Adams needs to do. Duck that head, move out of the way. Can't take shots.
Overhand left, there's the uppercut from the halftime punch. Punch to the ground at Arnold AJ Adams.
Huge mistake.
He did an illegal shot, pulled me on the ground, hit me while I was on the ground or whatever. Okay, cool. I decided to continue to fight.
1 point. Hit him on the ground.
The immediate 1-point deduction issued to Perdomo by Sam Burgos.
1 point.
And to be honest with you, I think he's lucky.
Fair play to Adams. He had up to 5 minutes to recover. It took less than 2 minutes. Right back to it. Unofficial is our clock. Florida keeps the official time. Big swings right back. Looking to counter. Down goes Arnold Adams.
The ref is counting in Spanish, and he starts to count at 8. While Perdomo was running around the ring, the count should have been stopped. It shouldn't have been started.
He's done. 1
count of 10. Adams thought that he was short counted. And Leonardo Perdomo now 8-0 with 8 first-round finishes in BKFC.
That was strange. You just see Adams continue to sit there and wait. He didn't know that they weren't counting.
Now a brawl starting in the ring.
Yo acepté esta pelea porque es una pelea más, porque es un cheque más. Y no, en cuanto a la pelea, no creo que haya sido algo como para tomarlo así, porque fue el knockout limpio y nada, simplemente tomar la iniciativa de formar eso ahí arriba del ring no creo que era necesario, pero bueno, ahora vamos a trabajar en base a que no haya duda de cómo son las cosas.
As a man, it's just like, if it don't go in my favor, cool. But it's like, if it's a fair, even, equal fight, then there's nothing I can say. If I lose, I lose. Whatever the case, whatever the outcome is as long as it's straight down the middle and there's no extra bullshit involved, no controversial shit you could look at or nothing that could be questioned or second guessed, I'm fine with that.
Clubbing right hand, another right hand. And down goes Dylan Kleckler, trying to throw a punch as he fell. Wow. And the run of dominance continues for BKFC's World Heavyweight Champion Arnold AJ Adams.
Cuando toque la campana, hacer lo que yo sé hacer. Explosive power. No es arrogante, es business. Y la seguridad de mí no puede molestarte. O eres fan o eres hater. Y si eres hater, comenta lo que creas, pero no alimentes lo que no es. La seguridad mía viene del entrenamiento. Y si no te gusta la violencia, pues ve a tu casa a ver el ajedrez o a jugarlo.
Fight fans of Hollywood, let's knuckle!
right hand on the overhand drop. Bobo Bannon.
Bobo looks really, really hurt.
Fuck you, Perdomo. Y'all can translate in Spanish if you need to.
Big hooks from both men. Perdomo coming forward. Right hand. Face first. Down goes Bobby Brooks. Taking the kill from Lambert.
Lo que transmito yo es el hecho de violencia, que es lo que faltaba en los deportes. Ganas de quitarle la vida al contrario arriba del ring.
Knuckle Fighting Championship is presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink. Welcome to South Florida. Everything you'd want from the weather, the beaches, the nightlife, but better than all of that. South Florida is BKFC country. For the 13th time, we're at the world-famous Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, where so many big moments have happened. And now another milestone event, BKFC 80. Let's kick things off with the preview. That's right, you get a taste. We're going to work up a little appetite for violence here. 3 big fights to get us started tonight here at the Hard Rock Live. And then we go to our co-main event, the penultimate bout. One of the most destructive, most popular fighters in the region, Edgar PLAZAOLA, is facing off against one of UK's best pound-for-pound fighters, Gary Fox. This fight has Fight of the Night written all over it. And the main event, well, it's reserved for the biggest and the baddest of the company. In a rematch that either turns A.J. Adams back into a championship contender or shoots Leonardo Perdomo on a collision course with our champion Ben Rothwell. That's your main event here at the Hard Rock Live. And here we are once again, back like we never left. It is BKFC 80 right here at the Hard Rock Live. I'm Cyrus Fees, your host tonight, and what a night it is going to be. A tremendous card, a heavyweight main event. So many great things have happened in this venue. We talked about the previous 12 events, everything that's happened that's come with that. So many big surprises, debuts, fights that will never leave our memory. Incredible stuff has happened, so you know if it's a fight night, if it's a big numbered event right here at the Hard Rock Live, we are going to deliver. Now, there are a lot of things on the horizon right now for the BKFC. Here very shortly, it is going to be a mega event in Newark, New Jersey. Our debut in New Jersey at the world-famous Prudential Center. That's right, King of Violence Championship is on the line. Mike Perry, Jeremy Stephens is the fight everybody's talking about. It's going to be massive, and they are both in the building tonight. It could get explosive. We're going to hear from both Mike Perry and Jeremy Stephens. Frankie Edgar making his debut. The Queen of Violence. There is so much to be excited about. And then, in just 2 weeks' time, we are back across the pond for a special UK event, BKFC 81 in Manchester. DeGale makes his long-awaited debut, taking on Floyd in the main event. Aaron Chalmers, Fincham, Graham M. Mansuri, and so much more. These UK fighters are no joke. And trust me, if you have not tuned in to a UK event, they bring it. If you love this sport, you're going to love that one. You can catch all the BKFC, including tonight's fight, right there on the BKFC app. Get it on any app store. Stream it to any device. $7.99. I try to find lunch for $7.99 these days. We're giving you an entire fight tonight, an incredible main event, everything that comes with it. And of course, if you have the All Access Pass, you're going to get all the archives as well. So what are you waiting for? Go get the app and get it right now. You don't want to miss any of this tonight. We're in the preview, but so much happens in these first 3 fights. A lot of the time, some of the biggest knockouts happen. So don't blink. It's going to get crazy. Let's go down ringside to the squared circle. Sean Willott, Chris Lytle. Gentlemen, this main event has the whole town buzzing.
Fully agreed, Cyrus. Thank you very much. Chris, a rematch in our main event set for the heavyweight division. 8-0 Leonardo Perdomo versus Arnold A.J. Adams, the former 2-time BKFC heavyweight world champion.
Sean, the last time they fought, it left us wanting more, so I think everyone knows this is Adams. This is his last chance at being a 3-time BKFC champion. However, Perdomo says, not a chance. This is my time. I'm the guy. I got to come here, get this knockout, keep that streak going, and get my title fight.
Tonight's fight odds are presented by BetBKFC.com.
Man, lots of good fights, lots of money to be made. I think if you really want to, you could go with Chris Garcia at -625. That's a very safe bet. If you want to get risky, if you want to try and go all out, I think Stash, that's a great name. He has a great chance of winning and getting an upset. He's a +349.
Blackout Coffee presents the unified rules of bare-knuckle fighting administered this evening by the outstanding Florida Commission. Punching in the active clinch is allowed. All kicks, knees, and elbows are illegal, as are all takedowns and submissions. We open tonight here at Hard Rock Live with a fight in the light heavyweight division. Rudy Lavose versus Justin Williams. Our tale of the tape is presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink.
Strange one here with Lavose having a 3-inch height advantage. That's significant. However, a 2-inch reach disadvantage to Williams.
This is the BKFC and indeed Pro Combat Sports debut for Justin Williams. He is 7-0 in AMI MMA, 1-0 in AMI kickboxing. In our fighter meeting, Justin Williams described his style as tactical brawling. He told us, "I want to quickly establish my jab and then hard crosses off of the jab."
Feels like he's very athletic, he's very aggressive. He knows his opponent wants to stay back and counter, so he wants to start off fast. Wants to avoid the clinch if he can, but if he gets in there, throw a lot of heavy uppercuts.
Justin Williams was very candid in our fighter meeting when asked about his opponent in this light heavyweight bout, Rudy Lavose. Williams said, "I know he's stronger than me, he hits harder than me, but I am faster. I will land clean, fast, crisp punches in the mid-range."
Exactly. He feels like he needs to control the range. He has to use smart aggression. May then control and when and where the fight happens. That's how he wins.
This is the BKFC and Pro Combat Sports debut for Rudy Lavose. Lavose has had 7 AMI MMA bouts, 1 in amateur boxing, and he's 2-0 in AMI BK. Now, AMI BK bare knuckle is fought in either 6 or 7 ounce MMA gloves, depending on the athletic commission presiding. It is a great way to learn this sport as an amateur. It's essentially the BKFC, the unified bare knuckle rules, but with those 6 or 7 ounce MMA gloves, 3 90-second rounds.
Well, this guy, an athlete, he was a college baseball pitcher, and the weird thing is about that, Sean, the pitching and throwing punches, same mechanics, so he feels like he's a very good hard right hand. He's right-handed, but he will switch chances when needed, but he feels like the main thing, he has to maintain that jab by using, to get the range by using the jab.
Lavose told us, "I want to stay on the outside, use my reach and range advantage, hard jabs from distance from both my natural right-handed stance and when I switch into southpaw."
Keeping it basic, Sean. He said he wants to stay calm. He has to have his hands up and his chin down.
To get our evening started, it's BKFC 80. We send it to the always outstanding Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you and welcome to our favorite place to start a fight in South Florida, Hard Rock Live, here at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, Florida. And welcome to BKFC 80. BKFC for review begins tonight with 5 2-minute rounds in the light heavyweight division. Presented to you by Bucked Up Energy Drink. Get bucked up. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears pink. He stands at even 6 feet tall. His official weight, 183.2 pounds. Tonight he makes his BKFC debut. Fighting out of Panama City, Florida, by way of Lansing, Michigan. Here is Justin Pretty Boy Williams. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears white and purple. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall. His official weight, 185.8 pounds. Tonight he also makes his BKFC debut. Fighting out of Hollywood, Florida, by way of Stuart, Florida. Here is Rudy, the Black Widow Lavose. And our referee in charge of the action, Andrew Glenn.
Rudy Laveau's told us, I expect heavy forward pressure from Justin Williams. I will keep landing uppercuts against his heavy forward pressure. Scheduled for 3 rounds, we're at 185 pounds, the bell in round number 1. White trunks for Rudy Laveau's, pink trunks for Justin Williams. Fast up jab from Justin Williams. There's the feint step from Laveau's. Williams circling out to the inside and into the clinch. Overhand right from Laveau's. Now forward pressure, there's that right uppercut, and down goes Justin Williams.
Very strong uppercut from Laveau.
5, 6,
that rocked his opponent. Williams has got to get his feet underneath him.
Mandatory 8 count given to Justin Williams by referee Andrew Glenn. Big right hand on a bolo punch. Laveau's talked to us about landing big on the Williams entries. He's doing so right now. More big right uppercuts.
Laveau's is landing some very hard punches.
110 remaining, round number 1. Overhand right, swing and a miss. There's the counter. Right hooks down to the inside. Half-time plug, big shots on the inside. Back to the outside by design goes Rudy Laveau's. Chris had the inside, pulled himself back to range.
Well, he feels like he got better range. He wants to get those full extension on the punches.
From the half-time plug. Big round number 1 for Rudy Laveau's.
Laveau's doing a lot of damage on the inside, landing a lot of heavy uppercuts.
And Chancellor position gets the separation from Andrew Glenn.
And at this point, Williams just needs to really work to get out of this first round and regroup.
Feint step again from Laveau. Stepping in with the left hand goes Rudy Laveau's back to the inside. Williams trying to snatch the half-tie plum, but doing so defensively.
I like Laveau just stays very relaxed. He's not rushing. He's not giving his opponent any chance.
Step in left hand again from Laveau's, that off the mark. 15 seconds remaining, round number 1. A round number 1 in which Laveau's dropped Williams with the right uppercut. Into the clinch. Big left hand from Laveau's to the chin of Williams. The over-under, that gets the separation from Glenn. The bell, that ends the opening round.
Welcome to BKFC Williams. Tough round 1. Let's see how he recovers.
Beautiful round. That's a beautiful round. Everything was good. Throw your jab.
You can see the knockdown, the inside work being done. Overhand right. And there's an uppercut thrown. Another just hard right hands. You can see we talked about Laveau's being a baseball pitcher. That body mechanics with the turn of the hip. Very good.
Come on. Come on. You need to bob, boy. Bob.
You here, baby. Let's go.
Bob and weave, man. You gotta bob and fucking weave. You got to. You got to.
Seconds out called, set for round number 2. Rudy Laveau said, I'm going to land that right uppercut against the forward pressure of Justin Williams. That's exactly what he did to produce the lone knockdown of round number 1. Round number 2 in the long step in jab to open the second round from Justin Williams. Williams now to the body on the level change. There's the underhook left hand from Laveau's.
Williams starting to throw some good hard punches to the body.
Flipping left hand. Good turn from Laveau's. Working the half-tie plum right uppercut. On the reset. Goes from the center circle. Step in left hand again. He continues to throw that punch. Conventional jab from Williams. There's that step in left hand. Open chested once more, Chris.
It is when he switches stances, Laveau's, it really throws Williams off. He doesn't see where the punches are coming from.
Williams again, sticking the up jab.
Williams, he can't just sit there and wait because these angles are really throwing him off and he's getting hit.
Right uppercut, right hook, right uppercut, slick from Laveau's. Laveau's doing exceedingly well to this point in the fight in the clinch.
Williams cannot look to counter. He's got to try and get off first, push his opponent back.
55 seconds remaining, round number 2. Again, we are scheduled for 3 rounds.
Williams just waiting to counter. He's getting beat to the punch. Those uppercuts are devastating on the inside.
From the half-tie plum, wide right hand defensively, though, from Williams. Laveau's playing all offense in the clinch by and large. Williams right now, Chris, playing all defense in the clinch.
Williams starting to look very tired. Hands just keep getting lower and lower.
See the smear of blood across the left cheek of Justin Williams. To the clinch, short right hand, rights to the body. There's the separation from Andrew Glenn. Closing stages, round number 2. Feint step once more from Rudy LaVose. Williams still looking for the long jab, staying long. Naked 2 from Williams, didn't fully get through. The idea was there. Shuffling of the feet, we move to the 3rd and final round.
And at the end of that second round, you saw Williams yelling at LaVose. That seems like some of the biggest spark we've seen from Williams thus far. Maybe he's really starting to get in this fight.
Fives and threes for this round. Last round, last round. If you southpaw 6-3.
You have to think at this point, the corner of Williams has got to be telling him, you have to come out and get a knockout this time. You're down on the scorecard. No way you're not.
As he tried to clinch you, bro, push him the fuck up. Quit letting doing that clinching shit. Push him the fuck up. Use your fucking reach.
You can hear, I mean, the corner of Williams not wanting him to be in close, wanting him to stay outside. Utilize reach. Don't tie him. This guy is strong and hitting you too much.
3rd and final round underway. Justin Williams opens with the jab.
Good right hand by Williams.
We saw it in Texas. We're seeing it here tonight. Athletic commissions are starting to look, under the unified rules of bare-knuckle fighting, they're allowed to do so. Less experienced fighters, and again, LaVose and Williams both making their BKFC and Pro Combat Sports debuts, respectively, in this bout, saying the maximum is 3 rounds, not 5 rounds.
That makes it a totally different fight, Sean. Don't have as much time to work. You really have to come out and try and get the knockout quick.
Right uppercut again from the half-high plug. That punch has been there continually through this fight for Rudy LaVose.
And he's setting that up, Sean. He's pulling the head down. He's moving the hips, moving his body out of the way, throwing the uppercut.
1:15 remaining, 3rd and final round. From the center circle, Williams trying to find the jab. Step in left hand again from LaVose. He's done that so well open-chested. Doing it on a switch stance continually. Right hand, right up from Rudy LaVose. There's the jab from Williams.
See, Williams starting to talk again. That's when he does his best. That's when he really feels like he starts to feel it. He needs to throw some hard punches, and he's in trouble if he doesn't.
LaVose coming forward on the 1-2, swinging and miss from Williams, taking himself off balance. Up jab from Justin Williams. Intentional jab from LaVose. LaVose switching stances. It's almost as though how one would throw a switch kick. It's very, very educated footwork from Rudy LaVose.
And he does a good job of when he does so, he throws punches, not letting his opponent get used to the angles.
Jab off the mark from LaVose. Stretch drive now of this light heavyweight fight. An uppercut again getting through from LaVose. Williams on the naked right hand. That landed. Williams out talking to LaVose at the 10-second clap. There's the jab. The bell. And that is the end of this light heavyweight fight.
Very fun fight to watch. Both guys threw hard and landed hard.
So almost assuredly, Chris, with LaVose dropping Williams in round number 1, that's a 10-8 round. So think about it like MMA. 28-28 is a possibility. Not saying Williams won rounds 2 and 3, but that is in play. Justin Williams at the bell seemed to feel very good about his performance, but he has to overcome being knocked down in round 1.
It was a good jab led by Williams. He could have done a little bit more work. That was a powerful right hand. See, LaVose kind of slipped. I don't think he was hurt. I think it was his footing.
2 niggas back down from that nigga.
Scan the QR code on your screen. You can also go online to BKFC.com. That will get you to entry to our main card tonight. Sold out here at Hard Rock Live in Hollywood, Florida. BKFC 80. You're with us live worldwide on our Freeview. Rudy LaVose, Justin Williams, both making their respective BKFC and Pro Combat Sports debut. Just saw the congratulations to LaVose for a hard-fought BKFC and Pro Combat Sports debut from BKFC founder and president David Feldman. Strong round 1 for Rudy LaVose, dropping Justin Williams with the right uppercut. Credit to Williams off the canvas, competitive in this fight. We shall see. Laveau's, though, doing continually good things in the clinch, and again, that really clever footwork, switching stances, that open-chested entry left hand throughout. Williams threw a very effective up jab throughout. We go to Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, after completing the scheduled 3 rounds, our judges at ringside score the fight 30-26, 29-27, and 30-26 to the winner by unanimous decision. Rudy, the Black Widow, Lavos.
Excellent debut for Lavos. Showed a good ability to work on the inside. Good ability to switch stances. I mean, that was a very good debut. Glad to see this guy's with us and like to see him progress.
Difficult to overcome a 10-8 round and a 5-round BKFC bout if that's the only knockdown in the fight. Obviously, even more so the math against you in a 3-round fight. Lavos dropping Williams in round number 1 and then on his way to a unanimous decision. In our opening bout of the evening, the winner by way of unanimous decision, Rudy Lavos defeats Justin Williams.
The next stop on the Italy adventure that is BKFC Italy, going to Rome.
The BKFC 205-pound world titleist.
Camosi's been phenomenal. He's been champ for a reason. Accuracy over power. He has the power. If he lands punches, he's putting you down. Have complete belief in that.
To the challenger, Alessio Sicaro, the Italian MMA legend. Brought the heat and shown that he is damn tough.
My style is aggressive. I want to knock out everybody.
October 25th, Chris Camosi. He's defending that cruiserweight title against an Italian fighting legend and Alessio Sicaro, who now has punched his ticket to a title shot. That is going to be a special night. You don't want to miss it.
Welcome to BKFC.
And we are live here from South Florida. BKFC 80 is brought to you by Bucked Up, Amnesia Vodka, Rasha, the world's creamiest stout, Forged Irish Stout, and Inkaholic Tattoos. And now let's go to your next Tale of the Tape, presented by Forged Irish Stout.
In the heavyweight division, Chino Bloom versus Dylan Bladen.
Interesting tale of the tape with Bloom having a 2-inch height advantage. However, he's 5 inches reach deficit. Lot of weight difference as well. Chino Bloom much bigger than his opponent.
This is fight number 2 in bare-knuckle fighting championship for Dylan Bladen. He's had 2 AMI bare-knuckle bouts, 5 as an AMI in MMA. Bladen told us, I want to have a very smart, very measured round number 1. If we go to round number 2, I will then turn up the pressure noticeably.
Training with the new camp, he's got Steve Townsend in his corner. Feels like this time he wants to stay long early, lots of movement, wear his opponent down, and then really step it up.
Bladen said, I want to utilize my reach, body shots from range. Bladen said, I have to tell myself it is all right to reset and take a backward step in this sport.
Feels like his opponent's going to be very predictable. Knows he's going to throw a triple jab. He's going to overthrow that right hand every time his opponent starts to jab.
Bladen also said, I cannot get into a mindset where when a punch lands on me, I have to immediately get a receipt, land that punch right back.
Bladen knows his opponent is bigger, probably stronger. He doesn't want to clinch. He cannot get in there and try and time himself out. That will wear him down, but he definitely wants to move and wear his opponent down to move.
Game plan, not to move. Breathing, cover up. See what he does.
This is fight number 3 at BKFC for Chino Bloom. He had 1 AMI bare-knuckle bout, 4 as an amateur in boxing. Bloom told us in our fighter meeting, I am very focused on being precise with my punches and very focused on being first in every single exchange.
Making sure he's applying forward pressure, pushing his opponent back. He never wants to take a backward step in this fight.
Bloom also said, I will constantly come forward off of my long jab. Hard check hooks, I have to move in and out. Bloom said, I know I'm a big heavyweight, 6'2", he weighed in at 250.8, but he told us, I feel that I move extremely well for a heavyweight.
He feels like he has better technique, wants to showcase that. He wants to be faster than his opponent. Feels like he has good speed for his size. Feels like he can be faster, and that way he can land more punches and not get hit by his opponent.
Once again, Jeff Houston.
Fight fans of Hollywood, we are set for the next fight of the night, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the heavyweight division, presented to you by Forged Irish Stout. Not here to take part, here to take over. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, tonight he wears white and black. He stands an even 6 feet tall. His official weight, an even 216 pounds. Tonight he toes the line for the second time. Fighting out of Port St. Lucie, Florida, by way of Lincolnton, North Carolina, here is Dylan, the Irish Thug Bladen. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears green and gold. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall. His official weight, 250.8 pounds. Tonight he steps into the squared circle, ready for bare knuckle fight number 3. Fighting out of Broward County, Florida, here is Chino Bloom. And our referee in charge of the action, Chris Young.
Chino Bloom said, I cannot get stuck on my back foot. I have to continually, in this fight, be on my front foot. Scheduled for 3 rounds in the heavyweight division. Chris Young calling both fighters up to scratch. Sporting touch of hands. They're 3 feet apart. The bell, round number 1. Green trunks for Chino Bloom as he comes forward. Heavy pressure, white and black trunks for Dylan Bladen. Immediately into the clinch. There's the separation from Chris Young. Right back to it. The massive weight discrepancy. Fair game in unified rules, and fair game with that left and the right. Hand drops Dylan Bladen.
And I really like the way Chino Bloom is really looking to explode in. Off that back foot, he's pushing, he's closing the gap. Looking to finish this fight. He's going to throw with power. Really closing that gap quickly.
Left hand, heavy on the inside. Comes Chino Bloom and knockdown number 2.
Every time Bloom is landing punches, he's doing damage. Bladen's in big trouble. He's got to get up. I don't know if he wants to get up.
Up at 9 is Dylan Bladen.
Walk this way.
Full assessment now from Chris Young.
And Bloom, that fight's over.
This fight is over, and victory number 1 in BKFC with emphasis for Chino Bloom.
And you could see the referee could just tell by the body language of Bladen he did not want to be in this fight. Every time Bloom landed a punch, it did damage.
Chino Bloom weighing 250.8, Dylan Bladen weighing 216.0. But Bloom in our fighter meeting did not talk about his physicality, his punching power. He talked about his movement, almost as though he were the smaller heavyweight. He certainly showed fluidity and movement in this victory.
Just got more confidence. You can tell the way, look, he closes the gap. He comes in with a hard jab, looking at hard shots. Didn't even land clean. That just manhandling his opponent, just throwing hard shots the entire time. A lot of those were blocked, but just overwhelming power over just brutality. Really feels like first couple fights he was just getting his feet wet, learning how to fight in bare knuckle. It seems like he's really got it dialed in at this point. Coming in, closing that gap, throwing hard punches. Very powerful, very strong fight.
Big moment for Chino Bloom as he begins his celebration of his debut victory in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Disappointment, obviously, for Dylan Bladen, but he really handled himself with class in defeat. Here's Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the request from the red corner, our referee in charge, Chris Young, steps in, calling a stop to the fight at 55 seconds, round number 1. For your winner by TKO, Chino Bloom.
Big comeback fight for Bloom. Did a great job of really showcasing his skill. He talked about wanting to showcase that exactly. He's a very technical, good fighter. Push up that back foot, got in, and landed hard shots.
Chino Bloom was emphatic in our fighter meeting. I want to move quickly, I want to showcase my footwork, and I want to continually be on the front foot. He was forever on the front foot throughout this one-round heavyweight bout. Chino Bloom recording 2 knockdowns of Dylan Blayden to the finish. Dylan Blayden was certainly game, but Chino Bloom was most definitely on point. The winner by way of round 1 technical knockout for his first victory in BKFC, Chino Bloom defeats Dylan Blayden.
Saturday, September 27th, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship is back in the UK. In the main event, Olympic gold medalist and 2-time world champ James DeGale scraps with the Australian boxing sensation, Matty the Jedi Floyd. In the co-main event, Aaron Chalmers looks to keep his unblemished record when he clashes with the relentless Jack Fincham. Plus, the inaugural UK lightweight title is on the line. It's Johnny Graham versus Naveed Mansouri in a war for the history books. Watch live only on DAZN. Sign up now at DAZN.com. Saturday, October 4th, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship debuts in New Jersey. In the main event, it's an all-out war when the reigning king of violence, Platinum Mike Perry, defends his title against a warrior ready to bring the brutality, Jeremy Lil Heathen Stevens. In the co-main event, it's Frankie the Answer Edgar versus Jimmy El Terra Rivera. Plus, the first ever queen of violence will be decided when bad blood boils over as Christine Misfit Faria throws down with Jessica the Black Widow Borga. Watch it live only on DAZN. Sign up now at DAZN.com.
I always bring it. Why the fuck would I change a thing? Like, I've always brought it, and I've only fine-tuned little details just to make myself better. We're gonna make each other bleed, we're gonna try to hurt each other, and I'm gonna try to hurt him way worse than he can hurt me. I wanna bring the pain to him. I wanna make him hurt.
I got the speed, I got the skill. I'm here to take his fucking status. He's the face of BKFC. Everybody's betting on him. I even told Feldman himself, you know, I go, hey bro, you're betting on the wrong horse again. I'm gonna fucking knock this boy out and I'm gonna carve him up.
And it was that right hand, his corner's telling me going, that ain't right, he has to land that right hand.
Carving him up, slicing dice, something real nice, putting him to fucking sleep, face down, cheeks clapping.
Me and Jeremy have had very violent careers between each other, and you know, like I said, next one's the best one, so this could be the most violent fight that you've ever seen in the bare knuckle squared circle.
And you guys are in for a real treat. I think people are gonna be surprised. They're gonna think this is a banger. I'm gonna make it look real nice. I'm gonna carve them up real sweet. Slice and dice, baby. It's the name of the game. Real violence, real precision, real power, real skill when it comes down to bare knuckle. I'm gonna put some intellect on it. Show motherfuckers how it's really done.
I want to make it hurt. I want to make it very painful. I want him to think about me and think about how he asked for this. It's going to bring the pain, bro. Bring it to me.
Well, October 4th, that's when it all goes down. BKFC 82 in Newark, New Jersey. We do see the return of the Platinum One, Mike Perry, the king of violence. Good to have you here, Mike. And, you know, we just watched that video package together, and I said, do you ever kind of geek out watching these packages? You're like, man, I'm just ready. You're ready to get back in there. It's been too long. Just tell me what that feeling's like, man, just ready to get in there and throw again.
Yo, what's up, Hard Rock, man? We happy to be out here at another bare knuckle event. The show's gonna be crazy tonight. And I just been training, being my best self and working as hard as I can to be and show y'all like how good and how great I can be. So thank you so much for the opportunity to Mr. David Feldman and Bare Knuckle Fighting Championships. I'm gonna show y'all what true violence looks like October 4th.
I don't know how I feel, but it's almost like a toned down Mike Perry, like a professional toned down. Have you changed? What's going on with you, Mike? I'm used to seeing wild Mike Perry. Where are you at? Is he still in there?
He's there.
He's in there?
He's there. He's
we gonna see him October 4th?
Yeah, man. He don't sleep, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But there's no. I'm clean. No alcohol, stuff like that. For me, I'm drinking water and maybe some espresso sometimes. And I'm ready to fight, bro. I'm in tip-top shape, and I'm gonna fuck this dude up. If it's not tonight, it'll be October 4th. I'm ready to go. I can fight tonight. Let's go.
From what I understand, Jeremy Stephens is in the house tonight. We are going to see them. Will we see that confrontation right here at BKFC?
Come and
we'll
see
see.
it. Come and see it.
Platinum Mike Perry right here at the Hard Rock. The next stop on the Italy adventure that is BKFC Italy, going to Rome. The BKFC 205-pound world titleist.
Mosey's been phenomenal. He's been champ for a reason. Accuracy over power. He has the power. If he lands punches, he's putting you down. Have complete belief in that.
The challenger, Alessio Sicaro, the Italian MMA legend, brought the heat, showing that he is damn tough.
My style is aggressive. I want to knock out everybody.
October 25th, Chris Camozzi. He's defending that cruiserweight title against the Italian fighting legend and Alessio Sicaro, who now has punched his ticket to a title shot. That is going to be a special night. You don't want to miss it.
Welcome to BKFC.
Flyweights for you now. Our tale of the tape is presented by Amnesia Vodka for Giancarlo Rivera versus Zay Garcia.
Okay, Sean, both guys 5'4". Garcia, a 3-inch reach advantage. He definitely wants to utilize that because when Rivera gets in, he does good combinations, closes the distance well. Garcia's got to control the range.
Zay Garcia now set for fight number 3 in BKFC. He's had 6 in pro MMA. Garcia told us that he feels extremely confident with his cardio coming into this flyweight bout. Garcia said, with my excellent cardio, I will utilize heavy aggression, constant forward pressure. Garcia said, my style in this bout will be, quote, tactical destruction.
That was one of my quotes I like, but exactly, Sonny. Don't be wild, be tactical. Lots of jabs the entire time. Wants to make sure when he does get inside, utilize that clinch or work the pocket.
Garcia said, I will definitely take chances throughout this fight. I will be very active with my jab. Garcia, I'm giving him quote of the week from all 20 of our fighter meetings, all 10 bouts, all 20 fighters, Chris, for BKFC 80. Zay Garcia said, I have to keep making Giancarlo Rivera adjust to me. I cannot adjust to him.
He wants to overwhelm him with pressure. Feels like coming with hard shots, overhands, hooks. Feels like the difference in this fight is going to be his power.
Giancarlo Rivera enters 2-0 in BKFC. He had 5 in amateur bare-knuckle. Rivera told us, I'm going to be explosive in this fight, but I will be explosive at the correct moments. I will never be reckless, and when I explode, I will then throw crisp counter punches.
This is about one thing to hit. Hit and don't get hit. He doesn't want to rush. He wants to pick his opponent apart the entire time, but constantly be adapting to whatever his opponent is doing.
Rivera said, I will flow off of my jab, I will use my jab to get in, and I will use my jab to get back to the outside.
Just see what is open. Take whatever the opponent gives you. And as he does so, he has to make sure he knows his opponent can jump in with wild punches, looping shots. Avoid those and counter immediately.
Rivera said, I believe I'm going to be much faster than Zay Garcia. I have to use my speed, my quickness, my agility to make Garcia land on his wide punches and then come back immediately with those clean counters.
And control the range the entire time. Make sure he dictates when and where the fight happens.
Back to the ring and Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for the next fight of the night. Scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the flyweight division. Presented to you by Amnesia Vodka, Ultra Premium Redefined. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears black. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall. His official weight, 124.8 pounds. Tonight he steps into the squared circle, ready for bare knuckle fight number 3. Fighting out of Lubbock, Texas, by way of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Here is Zabomination Garcia. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight, he wears purple and white. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall. His official weight, 125.8 pounds. His BKFC record stands at 1-0. Fighting out of Fort Myers, Florida, by way of Pahokee, Florida. Here is John Carlos Baby Hope Rivera. And our referee in charge of the action, Chris Young.
Zay Garcia told us, I believe my opponent in this flyweight bout, John Carlos Rivera, thinks that I'm going to be wild. I will surprise him. I will disrupt him because I will be very technical and very tactical. Round number 1. Hard entry after being technical and tactical on the overhand left off of scratch for Zay Garcia. He's in the black trunks, purple and white trunks for John Carlos Rivera. Immediately you see the head movement, the wide right hook, and the duck under from Rivera.
Good head movement so far. Man, look at that ducking under from...
Clean right hand, big shot! Cold stars! Zay Garcia! Game, set, match, John Carlos Rivera.
Wow, you don't usually see that kind of power from this weight class. Man, just out against the ropes. That was nasty, Sean.
That is an exceedingly rare, not just in BKFC, but in the world of professional combat sports. A clean knockout with the fighter still standing. Glory to God.
I mean, you don't see that often like we talk about with that weight class, but I was just commenting on Rivera's head movement, ducked under a couple punches, came right back and fight, and it was those duck unders. You know, Garcia was really looking to throw powerful shots. He was trying to make this, use that power, but as you throw those powerful shots, wide open, ducking the head movement was a good shot. Just walks away, unconscious, out. That slow motion uppercut, that did the damage. Landed 2. That's all she wrote. Didn't even have to throw the next punch. He already knew. That's all she wrote.
Our crafted replay presented by Forged Irish Style. A brilliant finishing sequence from John Carlos Rivera. Full credit to referee Chris Young. He saw that even though he was still standing, Zay Garcia was completely unconscious. And just like that, John Carlos Rivera now 2-0 in BKFC.
Rivera wanted to make a statement, and boy, did he ever. Like we talked about, you don't see that kind of power typically from the lighter guys, but man, out on his feet, that was amazing.
Zay Garcia is a very talented fighter. Again, he's had 6 pro MMA bouts. This was his 3rd fight in BKFC.
Don't forget it.
Zay Garcia paused off of scratch, came forward hard, and then John Carlos Rivera took over this fight. Brilliant finishing sequence. Massive power at 125 pounds to the clean knockout.
I mean, this is a guy who came through the early parts. You know, he came through doing the amateur series, Rivera, and it really shows he looked so comfortable, so relaxed, so good, and that fight right there was just even better than his first debut fight for Sean.
Zay Garcia obviously standing. He is disappointed, but that was an onslaught of ferocious, clean, straight, hard punches from John Carlos Rivera to propel his BKFC record to 2-0. Here's Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge of the action, Chris Young, steps in, calling a stop to the fight at 22 seconds, round number 1. For your winner by standing knockout, John Carlos Baby Hope Rivera.
And we definitely have a fighter to watch in this division. He's going to make some noise. You'd have to think so for Rivera.
Zay Garcia said he would utilize, quote, tactical destruction, but it was clinical destruction from John Carlos Rivera to the inside. The right hand getting through the left hand, the right hand. That is the fight. Zay Garcia standing, he's unconscious, and the win for John Carlos Rivera. Victorious by way of round 1 KO. John Carlos Rivera defeats Zay Garcia. Ranking as one of the greatest middleweights in MMA history, Yoel Romero is now set for his BKFC debut as he faces Theo Doukas in this evening's feature fight.
Es lo que yo quiero que la gente sepan, que el boxeo a mano limpia, para nosotros los cubanos, y principalmente para mí que soy atleta, aunque peleaba con guantes, siempre se hace 1 o 2 entrenamientos a mano limpia para endurecer lo que es los metacarpianos y las manos y las muñecas, ¿no? Entonces, pues, no es nada nuevo para mí. Que se contestarán, ¿no? Muchas de sus preguntas, será igual, ya no es el mismo. Yo nunca he dejado de tener el hambre, nunca he dejado de tener esa pasión por lo que hago, ¿no? Y saben que no he cambiado nada, que sigo siendo el mismo Yoel Romero, como me decían a mí en el barrio, el Joey. See you soon, boy.
And I'm standing by with the newest signing, the big debut tonight, the Soldier of God, Yoel Romero in the house here at Hard Rock Live. He'll be fighting in our feature fight. Yoel, you have fought on so many big stages, the Olympics, sold out arenas. Do you still get butterflies? Do you still get excited to step out here into the BKFC?
Has peleado con un montón de promociones, todavía te pones nervioso cuando vengas a pelear como en la bare-knuckle.
No, primeramente quiero darle gracias a todos ustedes por darme la bienvenida acá y no, para nada nervios, todo lo contrario, lo que hay es un gran deseo, una gran alegría por poder estar haciendo lo que me gusta.
He's not nervous at all. He wants to first thank God. Obviously he's not nervous. This is just a lot of joy and happiness for him to be here.
You know, when you look at this fight, this is the very first fight against Theo Doukas, but what do you feel like your future can be here in the BKFC?
¿Qué piensas que es tu futuro con esta promoción? ¿Qué piensas que vas a hacer después de esto?
¿Sabes? Lo primero es Doukas ahora mismo. Después que cuando se termine la pelea con él, vamos a sentarnos el lunes y vamos a estar pensando en las cosas venideras que creo que todas van a ser favorables y bendecidas.
First it's Doukas, and then after this, we're going to sit down on Monday and see where we should go after this.
Give me one prediction. How does this fight end? When does it end? How does it end?
¿Cómo se acaba esta pelea?
Bueno, no es nada personal, pero tengo que mandarlo a dormir, así que se termina con la mano de Yoel Romero en alto y esperando que él no tenga lesiones graves.
It's nothing personal, but I have to put him to sleep. Yoel's going to end up with his hand raised. Nothing personal at all.
So there it is. Nothing personal. It's all business tonight. Yoel Romero in your feature fight tonight. And there he is, the man that will take on Yoel Romero tonight. Theo Doukas making his way into the Hard Rock Live. That's all going down on our main card of BKFC 80. Doukas, Romero, just a big part of this huge card.
Saturday, October 4th, Bare-Knuckle Fighting Championship debuts in New Jersey. In the main event, it's an all-out war when the reigning king of violence, Platinum Mike Perry, defends his title against a warrior ready to bring the brutality, Jeremy Lil Heathen Stevens. In the co-main event, it's Frankie the Answer Edgar versus Jimmy El Terra Rivera. Plus, the first ever Queen of Violence will be decided when bad blood boils over as Christine Misfit Faria throws down with Jessica the Black Widow Borga. Watch it live only on DAZN. Sign up now at DAZN.com. Saturday, September 27th, Bare-Knuckle Fighting Championship is back in the UK. In the main event, Olympic gold medalist and two-time world champ James DeGale scraps with the Australian boxing sensation, Matty the Jedi Floyd. In the co-main event, Aaron Chalmers looks to keep his unblemished record when he clashes with the relentless Jack Fincham. Plus, the inaugural UK lightweight title is on the line. It's Johnny Graham versus Naveed Mansouri in a war for the history books. Watch live only on DAZN. Sign up now at DAZN.com.
Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship is back in the north of England on Saturday, September 27th, coming to you from Manchester. The top 4 fights for BKFC 81 are presented by Blackout Coffee.
Some of our fantastic fighters from England, Chip, Chase, Graham, just to name a few. But what people really want to see is this Doukas versus Floyd. I mean, 2 high-level boxers. Who's going to be able to transition over to bare knuckle? We're going to find out September 27th.
That is BKFC 81 live in Manchester, England, Saturday, September 27th.
I had a little bit of beef with this Matty Floyd, and then I got the offer to box him in bare knuckle, and I took it with both hands.
I do want to fight the best in the world. I believe I'll beat anyone in front of me. And James DeGale is obviously proven himself to be one of the best. He's an Olympic gold medalist, he's a 2-time world champion. So that just speaks for itself, really.
I can exploit a lot against Matty Floyd. He's actually had a decent record as a pro boxer, but I don't think he's all that. So I'm fighting now, you'll see. I'm pretty sure I can expose a lot.
You know, he has no idea what he's in for. I think he thinks boxing's going to get him out of this. It's not, because it's a bare knuckle fight, not a boxing fight. I really, I'm going to go for the knockout very early. I'm not delusional.
I'm here for the challenge, but this is the last chapter of the book. It's going to be a good one.
And there it is, BKFC 81 Manchester. What an event it is going to be. Under 2 weeks away, it is going to be a special event. On the other side of the pond, a lot to be excited about. New debuts, wow. And it's all going to be on the home of boxing, DAZN. And here we are live at the Hard Rock Live. Man, we love it here. We are at the Big Guitar, the very famous Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. All you got to do is scan the QR code right there on your screen. That's going to get you to the BKFC app or BKFC.com, and you'll get locked in. And look who's making his way into the arena. He is the undefeated 8-0 El Sambo, the Cuban sensation, Leonardo Perdomo, Cuban Mike Tyson, whatever you want to call him. This dude is incredible. Blockbuster. But here comes Arnold A.J. Adams, a man that is not scared of the moment. That's right, it was just under 2 months ago when they clashed. Adams did not come out on top, but he feels like he may have been robbed in this situation, so he's got that chip on his shoulder. He already had a chip. Now he's got a boulder on his shoulder, and he is ready to take it out on El Sambo tonight. 2-time heavyweight champion Arnold A.J. Adams in the house here at Hard Rock Live. Woo! Yes, indeed. There is so much energy here already. They are starting to come in. Listen, we're in South Florida. You know how they do it in South Florida. They take their time fashionably late. There is no telling who might be in the crowd tonight. We are hearing rumblings, and usually you can hear him as he makes his way in. Shaq Diesel is supposed to be in the house tonight. He has been to many BKFC events. Absolutely loves it. So, if we get the big fella here, the big cactus, the big Shactus, if we get him here, you know we're going to hear from him tonight. Who never knows, man? You know we are in South Florida, so you're going to see a lot of big names. Speaking of big names, we just spoke to Yoel Romero, the soldier of God. And listen, we saw the destruction that he caused in the UFC. Everywhere he goes, he is an absolute steamroller. Now, gloves off here in the BKFC. He's got Theo Doukas on the other side of the squared circle, but it's going to be a tough night for Doukas. He is really going to have to step his game up to take out a guy like Yoel Romero. That's tonight in our feature fight here at BKFC. And, of course, you get that at the top of the hour. And take a look. He is the hometown boy by way of Nicaragua guard. PLAZAOLA, you talk about a hard-hitting featherweight. We're talking about undefeated, all stoppages. PLAZAOLA, they love him here, and he is looking to stay undefeated. And then straight out of the UK, I call him Little Chris Lytle, but this dude is a monster all of his own. Gary Fox, UK featherweight champion here for the BKFC, and this is a man on a mission. We had our champion summit here, and he made it clear that he wants to fight here in the U.S. Now he gets his opportunity. Will he make the most out of it? PLAZAOLA is no joke. This guy is legit. There's a reason why he is undefeated. So there you go. PLAZAOLA and Fox. When I look at that matchup, I think fight of the night. I think a fight of the year. If they just let it all hang out, this could be a very, very special fight. That's in your co-main event. So if you have not got the full show yet, what are you waiting for? Top of the hour, it all goes down. You know how to do it. Get the BKFC app. It's $7.99. Like I said before, listen, go try to find lunch for $7.99. It ain't happening. We're going to give you an incredible event for that, and you're going to get all the archives, and you're going to get more events, live events. It all happens on the BKFC app. Scan that QR code. Speaking of big events that we have coming up. Coming up in October, we are going back to Italy. Yes, Viva Italia. It is Chris Camozzi once again, our cruiserweight champion, is going to be on display. He'll be taking on an Italian fighting legend, Alessio Sakara. Sakara made his debut in Philadelphia, got the dub, and then signed on the dotted line. Camozzi, Sakara, October 25th. That's going down in Rome, and it is going to be an extravaganza. That is a fully loaded card, ladies and gentlemen. Go check us out on the website, on the app, to find out all the details and check in that incredible card. Woo! Man, it's getting hot in here already. I thought we were done with the summer here in South Florida. It is still hot, and it is going to be jam-packed here at the Hard Rock Live because they know when BKFC comes to town that we do it big. Oh, and look at that. They are the hottest ladies in all of combat sports. They're making it even hotter in this room. It's our BKFC bombshells in the house. All that and more. All the fights, the heavyweight main event, Cuban Mike Tyson, Arnold A.J. Adams, PLAZAOLA and Fox, the bombshells, me, everybody. It's all here at the Big Guitar, Summer Hard Rock. Get it now. Top of the hour. BKFC 80 goes down. Don't you dare miss it.
Saturday, October 4th, Bare-Knuckle Fighting Championship debuts in New Jersey. In the main event, it's an all-out war when the reigning king of violence, Platinum Mike Perry, defends his title against a warrior ready to bring the brutality, Jeremy Lil Heathen Stevens. In the co-main event, it's Frankie the Answer Edgar versus Jimmy El Terra Rivera. Plus, the first ever Queen of Violence will be decided when bad blood boils over as Christine Misfit Faria throws down with Jessica the Black Widow Borga. Watch it live only on DAZN. Sign up now at DAZN.com. Saturday, September 27th, Bare-Knuckle Fighting Championship is back in the UK. In the main event, Olympic gold medalist and two-time world champ James DeGale scraps with the Australian boxing sensation, Matty the Jedi Floyd. In the co-main event, Aaron Chalmers looks to keep his unblemished record when he clashes with the relentless Jack Fincham. Plus, the inaugural UK lightweight title is on the line. It's Johnny Graham versus Naveed Mansouri in a war for the history books. Watch live only on DAZN. Sign up now at DAZN.com.
The next stop on the Italy adventure that is BKFC Italy, going to Rome. The BKFC 205-pound world titleist.
Camozzi's been phenomenal. He's been champ for a reason. Accuracy over power. He has the power. If he lands punches, he's putting you down. Have complete belief in that.
To the challenger, Alessio Sakara, the Italian MMA legend. Brought the heat, showing that he is damn tough.
My style is aggressive. I want to knock out everybody.
October 25th, Chris Camozzi. He's defending that cruiserweight title against an Italian fighting legend and Alessio Sakara, who now has punched his ticket to a title shot. That is going to be a special night. You don't want to miss it.
Welcome to BKFC.
Tonight, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship returns to a venue that has become a proving ground for warriors. The legendary Hard Rock Live in Hollywood, Florida. Modern-day gladiators attempt to make history, like Chris